Greetings, my beautiful kings and queens, of you stopping by. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sis Kathy Vet coming to you with another Country Wayne skit from these Country Wayne streets. Let's get into it. Ho ho, yes, yes, yes. When Honeypot asks Amber if she's a hater, yes, she is with a capital H. Let's get in here.
You know what? Never mind that. What I really want to know is, do you still have feelings for Wayne?
Do I still have feelings for Wayne?
You heard her.
Still have feelings for Wayne?
Okay, Samira, where is this coming from?
I'm just, you telling me that I'm just another notch on his belt and all these things.
Okay,
and
I
don't
that.
understand.
I said you were another number on his hit list.
Okay.
So I want to talk about whatever's going on.
Semantics. Amber, let's be completely honest. I feel like the moment that you found out that me and Wayne were together, it has been weird energy ever since. Ever since.
See, this is what I'm talking about right here. Women be, first of all, it don't have nothing to do with Wayne.
Okay. I just want to make sure of that because that's what it felt like.
My issue with you, and has been and was, with Shayla. You smiling in my face, acting like you was friends with me all along. You friends with my dad, what is his name? Anthony. My husband,
all the
baby
drama.
mama.
Exactly.
Yes, it don't have nothing to do with Wayne.
The same drama that you forgave her for, though.
Yes.
You said that you forgave her. So
Yes.
I feel like everything else is null and void.
What did that have to do with you?
I'm trying to figure out what it has to do with me either. I didn't sleep with your husband. I didn't have a baby by him. So what is your issue?
Exactly,
with me?
which is why we're sitting down eating pizza. I don't have an issue with you.
I can understand.
I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to
Amber,
listen.
From the outside looking in, I understand why somebody would be confused why I would be friends with Shayla. But she is a really good friend to me. I don't agree with what she did.
She hasn't been a great friend to me.
I understand that.
And this don't have nothing to do with Wayne.
And you have a right to feel that way. Let's get Shayla out of the way. Cause let's talk. Because I feel like I understand where you're coming from. And I think you think that I'm okay with what she did to you. But I'm not. And she knows that. She knows that. But you have moved on from it. She has moved on from it.
Right.
Obviously, Anthony has moved on from it. So I am friends with her. I feel like I'm
you ain't
a good
telling her why.
on her. She's just a good friend to me, honestly.
Because
there are times where I feel like I get ran over and Shayla is there. Okay? And I know that's not good to hear, but it is.
Let me be 100 with you. Let me be 100. Let me be clear about a few things.
Okay.
A, my disdain or my issues with you never had to do with Wayne. That's number one. B, I don't really trust women. Period.
I don't either.
Trust Shayla, and I am honestly trying to learn to trust you, which is why we're here right now. I'm trying to build a relationship with you.
Well, it goes back to show why do you feel it necessary to be on the podcast? And but I get the thing with women. Women could be catty and crazy as hell. I understand that. I've for a long time, like since high school, there was certain things that some girls that did little shady stuff, stabbed me in the back when I tried to be nothing but friends and nice and maybe I was just gullible too in a way, like Tamara a little bit when I was younger, because it was like I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt, try to be nice, didn't really look at the shady side of people, even though that they were very mean. There was times when I was picked with and bullied as a little child, and got past that, blossomed, looked a little better, just started to come into my own more. That was water under the bridge. But women, the cattiness, the way the things that we can do, the competitiveness, and just shade, just just a mess. And I just never liked drama. I never liked trouble. Never was with a whole clique of people. I'll be all right with just one or two friends and mosey on about my business. As I got much older, before I had my first child, it was like I liked to kick it with the guys. It was like, guys, I was like, it was a little bit more refreshing to not, just have good regular conversation, be cool. You can go with them with issues, get a male perspective. They wasn't into that cattiness and all that bull crap. It was good chilling with the fellas. And I was never one for a big group of women like that. Until I got much older and knew the power of the sisterhood and, women in that way, striving to do right by God, trying to empower the community, things like that. But other than that, it would, and even with that, sometimes you gotta like watch it because no one's perfect. Even within the mosque, the church, what have you, we still fall short sometimes, and you still deal with ridiculous things and people getting shady and issues. That's why it's a constant, we're a constant work in progress because even some of us who may think we so righteous and got it so together are a mess behind closed doors and can still do some tacky stuff to really hurt you, talk about you, gossip and all that behind your back, and just do you wrong, regardless of what, it just shows how we fall short from the glory of God, regardless of what we involved in, what we do. Those who you think are conscious and know better still mess up. It's an issue with women that we have to get together, and really look at, study, and understand. But there's a job that was done with us, especially as black women throughout history. And a lot of factors go into that. A lot of division, a lot of, things that cause distrust. And we got to build back on that and know that we are stronger together when we unify. Oh, we are powerful, sisters. We are powerful. We can stay positive. If we can see ourselves and God in one another and love each other the way we love the Father. You know what I'm saying? Like really, really, that's what Jesus tried to teach us. How can you say you love me that you have never met, but you can't love the least of me? Don't sit up there and say, "Oh God, I love you. Oh Jesus, I love you," and then, but you ain't seen me. You haven't laid eyes on my actual face. But when you see your brother and sister, you should see God. You should see a reflection of Him. We are little gods, children of the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? So our image and reflection is of Him. And that's how we need to view each other. But we don't do that. We don't see that. And instead of being, we want to be crabs in a barrel and look at each other's competition, have our feet on each other's necks. And that's why people can divide and conquer and do things to us, because they'll play on our weaknesses and things like that. People will infiltrate and play on the weaknesses, the little problems, and go in there and mess up an organization. So this is something that we need to learn from and really build on. And it's going to be a whole lot of drama and ugliness that comes out of this podcast. But in the midst of all of that spews out, maybe Wayne wants to see how you can still build and from the mistakes, from the hurt and pain, and come together if you come in righteously in the right spirit and heal and rebuild through all this ugliness. Because in the midst of everything that has gone on, it's been men at the center. There's been a man. This is not male bashing. This is not what I'm doing. So fellas, no, don't come for me. But the dynamics of all of this and how beautiful black women are, and when we unite and build a real sisterhood and bond, things that men may do that's trifling won't affect us because we will block that at every turn. And this is why it's so key. And Honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan said, a nation can rise no higher than its woman. If you ever get a chance to get that tape from the minister and listen. A nation can rise because it's judged based on the upliftment and treatment of women. How far we can go. We build a civilization from the children that we birth. Now we're gonna do that in chaos and ugliness and deceit. How we gonna, build and raise, our children, how, or put, godliness and righteousness and pour positivity in the children. And that's where it starts. And that's how you build that nation. So when you work together, man and woman in harmony, it's a beautiful, great thing. And it starts with family. It starts then community and then nation. So women are so key, so powerful in setting the tone and harmony for a home, for a community, for a nation. That level of respect and dignity and class is what we should emulate. and that will show, you know, decay of a country, or the upliftment and regalness of the queens that we are. So it you know, I hope it takes its turn. We know we're gonna see a lot of ugly before we see good, but we do have to do better um with as women, because a lot of times we are destroyed, our friendships, our relationships, over foolish stuff. Many times men are at the center of it, and men are at the center of all of this drama in here with these sisters, all these sisters. So
But one thing I know is that it's always a snake in somebody's garden, Tamara. And it's only a matter of time before it comes out. So even this right here, it's like, really, you thought, you think I want Wayne? I don't want Wayne. Wayne is community. He's community.
I gotta be
I'm just trying to tell you what the realness, and you can't accept it for whatever reason. I'm just trying to help you out.
I'm trying to help you out.
When I question, I ask it, Amber. That's just that.
I'm trying to help you. So if you want to listen,
girl, you want to help her, but listen, at the same time, Amber, you know, all right, Queen Amber, she the mother of the group, y'all. But mother, let me tell you something, mother. You got a lot of stuff you need to be straightening out down at divorce court with your attorneys and Mr. Atlanta. I don't know how many more meetings y'all ain't had a meeting with the lawyers probably in a minute and get this thing progressing, but that's okay. Okay, you sit up there and drag your feet if you want to, because the bomb about to be dropped on you when it comes to Denisha, and that's going to be something that's going to set Amber off against Tamara, against Honeypot. And listen, y'all, as much as Shayla rides, and listen to this conversation now, is something key in what they saying. She said that Shayla, regardless, I don't condone what she did to you with Anthony. I don't condone that, but she's been a friend to me. And, you know, Shayla do ride for Honeypot now. She ride for it. However, will Shayla feel the same towards Honeypot when she find out she knew about Anthony and Denisha? And the snakes in the garden. Now, is Amber going to come back and call Tamara that snake in the garden? Because you sat up there in my face and tried to work stuff out. And, you know, I thought we was building something, and you, whatever, a friendship, we going to be doing business together. And here you are knowing that your receptionist, your employee, is sleeping with my husband. Now he going to be her husband again. Watch. She going to feel some kind of way, y'all. I know many of y'all think, oh, Amber don't care, she's moved on. Yeah, she kind of moved on, but then again, she hasn't moved on. She hasn't moved on because she's letting money be the reason why to delay her peace in the love. If this man supposed to be such a great love of hers, and, you know, so I don't think she, you know, maybe she's just looking for a good time, not a long time. I don't know. You know, the way she talking, acting like she the mother of that mansion, the queen of that palace. But, all that mess gonna come to a head, and you gonna see when she find out about Denisha and Anthony, or what's gonna show. She gonna feel some kind of way. Hey, don't forget them flowers, y'all. She got a problem about them flowers. And now this is somebody actually involved with Anthony, and it ain't Shayla. Everybody got something to be mad about, and the man is at the center of it. Ain't that something? Okay, fam. Let me know what y'all think about this conversation. Oh, hating Amber. Do you think Amber really hating and still like Wayne? Or that ship has sailed and she's just trying to warn Tamara about Wayne and the real deal of how he is? Let me know. Like, comment, share, tag, and subscribe. Family, good night. It is late. It is almost 12:30, y'all. I'm tired. I gotta get ready. It's work tomorrow. I have a rally fighting for our health benefits here in Jersey. You know, for many of you I shared, I work for the state, and I'm a shop steward for my union, and we got to get out there in the trenches tomorrow at the State House in Trenton, New Jersey, and fight and rally to you know, against rising of our health care again and the prices. We get enough out of our checks with when it comes to health care. It's hard. Many of our people are dying because of health care. not having health care, not having the money or the benefits. We have a lot of these good jobs, especially with municipal and government jobs, and it's mainly not so much the money, it's the benefits. We need it. We get sick or whatever. Hey, but also these insurance companies are doing us dirty. They're overcharging. It's crazy what we have to fight for. People are dying, being thrown out of emergency room, especially in healthcare in America. All they care about is that money. You got healthcare. Listen, countries are out there giving people free healthcare. Why can't they do that for us? They milk us dry. America is so greedy, and it's enough is enough. We really have to work against it. Look at that guy Luigi, young guy, because his mom died, and shot that man from Atlanta Healthcare or whatever, because enough is enough. Because of no insurance, my mother died because of you. That child lost it. Lost it. Praying for Luigi. Listen, people understand. People are snapping because how dare we do people so dirty here in America over insurance. Take care of the people. Don't do that. This company has to do better. If you're not killing us through the drugs and the trillions of dollars in the pharmaceutical industry, you keep us sick through the foods so we can keep taking your medicines, so you can keep making money off our backs, and people are losing. We losing each other at earlier ages, and trying, even if when we try to eat healthy, you still killing us through the fruits and vegetables with nasty chemicals and pesticides. It's like we can't win at every turn. And then you sit up there and try to raise these astronomical prices towards health insurance. So I will be out there fighting and making our word known and letting them know that something has to be done about this health care, and fight this legislation and do what's right by its people that's helping this country to run. Okay, don't do us like that. So I will be out there as a shop steward tomorrow. So I got released from work for that. So that how my day is. So I gotta rest, y'all, and get ready for this ride over there to do my advocacy duties. Okay. All right, fam. So have a great, great day tomorrow. I'll try to continue some more when I get back home and see what craziness is going on in Skitlanta. Y'all have a blessed night, okay? Sweet dreams. Be good to one another. Be kind. Stay blessed. Be courageous. And know that you are enough. Be authentically you. And remember, fam, live the life you deserve. Peace and love. God bless and good night.